Hey y'all. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I forgot I had that thing going. Like normal, it's just me going live for daily positive affirmations and energy for the collective. Just things that folks may need to work on. Just giving you a different perspective of it. Some of it is brutal, so if you can't take constructive criticism, I wouldn't advise you to stay on the channel. I do have kids. One of them is 3. He is here. He will probably be running in and out of this video, so I do apologize for anything that you aren't able to hear in advance. Y'all know me, I'm never prepared. I'm always just now grabbing cards, so give me a second. Hey, for whoever just jumped in, it's just daily positive affirmations, information. Feel free to ask a question if you want. Okay, I'm gonna try to remember that. Hey, for whoever just joined. Okay. Hey, how are you? The first 3 cards that came out are for you, Jazzle. Is it Jazzle? Am I saying your name right? We'll call you Jackson. Is that all right? The first card that you got is Rebecca. It's number 32. It adds up to the number 5, which is like for change and transition. So it's like sitting in a cocoon and then coming out as a butterfly. That's what 5 would be, for change and transformation, transition. The frequency of Mirabecca supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance, as well as merging the totality of experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. So somebody is saying that you want to go back and know the like how to tap into your higher you. That's what you want to do. You want to go back and read your Akashic records to get to your actual path. But they're y'all funny. Okay, so I am Gaia. So apparently I am here to tell you that part, for you to find that, the change starts with you. They're not going to give you access to these records until they know that you are ready, baby. And you haven't changed much, is what somebody is saying. Your grandmother on your father's side is saying you haven't changed enough for me to give you these records. You're still too angry, sweetie. You have way too many triggers for me to give you these records. And I know that you want them. And I know that you, like, I know how hard it has been for you. And I love you and I miss you. And I know that's what you're thinking. I love you so much. I know how hard it has been, and I know you just feel like I wish things would just change. But baby, you have to change too. In order for them to change, you have to change. That's how it starts. It starts with that spark for you. You have to find out your triggers. You have to figure out the people that you have to let go. If you watched, what's the little girl's name that does this live? I don't know if she told y'all how she channels, but it's directly. So, honey, this is your grandmother talking directly to you. I cannot think of the little girl's name that channels this. Like the little sweet little girl that does. Well, anyway, the girl that's talking, that you see her face. Her. When she was telling you it's time for people to leave your club, see who's running up a tab, baby. See who's time for them to go. Hey, I cannot think of your name, but I know that you are Damisha's sister, and I cannot think of your name, and I'm so sorry. Hey, sweetie, how are you doing? Your grandma says, hey, too. She says, I got a message for you, too. Stick around. But Jackson, she's saying that you have to change. You have to figure out what makes you angry real quick. See what makes you sad. How they make you sad. What level. Write it down. Jazzle, if you live in Louisville, reach out to me. I'll give you this. That way you can write it down. It gives you all the weeks, and it gives you week by week of everything that you need to work on. And I asked you the questions in here. It'll pull it out of you. So if you really want to do the work, I'm willing to help you. That's why my card came out. Gaia. That's who I am. I want to help you. You actually want the help, but you're scared to change. You don't have to be as tough as you are. People can hear you without you saying mean things. You think you're giving constructive criticism, but you're really just giving criticism, and it's harsh. It be true, but it's harsh. Like, there's a way to say it without sounding so angry. That's why people say you're bitter. You're not bitter. Like, you don't really feel like you are, but your words sound like they are. Oh, I know. Your grandma says, honey, she has been through things that you wouldn't even imagine, and she's still finding a way to stand up, and it's scary for her. And so all you know is how to be that tough, because it's what you had to be to get to where you're at. But you got to be sweet too, baby. You have to be so sweet. You're scared to show that soft side because when you was soft, crazy things happened to you and you couldn't control them. So you had to build that up. Let that go. If you want different, show different. Think different. Don't walk with fear. Walk with faith in yourself that you're fine and that you're loved and supported. You have so many people standing around you. You hurt a lot. You've lost a lot of people. Not just in a physical sense, as in a passed over sense, but you've had people walk away that you didn't feel like you deserved that. But you have to let that go as well. You have to come to terms with, if people don't want to be with you, that's just it. Don't force yourself with them. That means be thankful with the fact that they know that they didn't know what to do with a heart like yours, so they were man enough or woman enough or adult enough, period, to walk away and not break you down anymore because you've been through enough. You've got a lot of people working on your side to remove people. Always have. Yeah. You've got a lot of people on the other side that is so quick to come and remove people. You feel so close to this Akashic Records because you know who you are. That's the scary part. You know who you are. You just scared to change so you can show somebody. You know exactly what you want to do, business-wise, career-wise. Like, you are so set in what your foundation of everything would be. You're just scared to change to get it. You got to be soft in order to get it. You got to give the good and the bad. And know that it's not about running away from that shadow side. Like you're saying, I'm scared to face it, but it's about merging with it. You keep saying, girl, I'm scared. I don't know what's going to be in them shadows for me, girl. I don't know nothing about that. You have to face, it's not about running away from it. It's about merging your good with your bad to know how to control it. To say, you know what, I'm not going to let that trigger me. That's why in those stressless cards, it'll say, when those things show up, when those feelings, acknowledge your feelings. Like if you feel scared or you feel anxious or you feel worried or you feel whatever, when it shows up, thank you, angry, but I'm not even trying to deal with that today. I was already having a good day. I'm not about to let you take me out of that. Oh, thank you, fear. Thank you for showing up, but I'm not really scared of that. I thought I was, but that's not something. I'm over that. I've been past that. Or, you know, thank you, whatever, just whatever that is. In that moment, acknowledge it and then say, I don't want to deal with you now. I'll think about you and I'll write about you when I get home later. That way I can actually process it. That way it's not taking me away from whatever I was doing in that moment. You got to find a way to stay in the moment too. She's saying that too. She says, if you're not living at least 4 to 5 years in the past, you're always 2 weeks in the future. You're never where you're at. So you got to stop saying, well, next week I got this. And then, girl, did you know next month this is going on? And no, stay in today. Got to figure out what you're doing for today. Because somebody asked you what's going on today, and I don't even know. I forgot what I was supposed to be. Yeah, because you're worried about either 2 years ago or 2 weeks ahead. Stay focused. You have a really beautiful heart. No problem. You have a really beautiful heart. It is no reason not to change, to get the things that you want. Because literally the things that you want are like trying to bust through the door, and you're saying, I don't know if I want to let y'all in here because you're afraid. But you can't be asking for something and be afraid of it at the same time. It doesn't even make any sense. What are you really asking for then? I'm going to get back to the collective energy and pull messages for the collective. I would love it if you all would share my, I was trying to rush into the future. Don't try to rush into the future. Why? Hell, your past is scaring you more than what you think that your future may even hold. So you might want to deal with that first. That's a message for a lot of people. Most of y'all are so quick to rush into the future, but your past is haunting you so bad that if you did get it when you got there or right now when you're saying that you want it, you'd be so scared because you're already scared of everything that already hurt you. Can't bring it with you. If you did, that means you won't know how to handle it. That's why we fumble things. Including people's hearts. Including, what do y'all like to call it, the bag for ourselves. That's why we fumble things, because we weren't ready. I don't know who this message is for, but for people who have multiple kids, I know it's really hard, especially with this corona thing, and people feel, kids might feel like you're giving one more attention, or they say, you know, you like her more, or they, whatever, this more, or whatever. Let the other kids know that you don't love them more, you just love them longer. Start saying that. I don't love her more. I just loved her longer. She's been here 2 years longer than you. I don't love her more than you. Just longer. Just known her a little longer. Just know how to deal with her a little better. That's all. That's a message to start saying for you all, instead of trying to justify picking sides or picking favorites. Just know them a little longer. That's all. No more. Just longer. Hi, Tanisha. Thank you for watching. You lost a brother? He's saying hi. He says, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. He says, I'm so proud of everything that you've been doing. It has been a crazy ride, hasn't it? This last 2 or 3 years been a crazy ride, hasn't it? He says, I've been standing with you the whole time, making sure you don't fall. You work too hard. Work too hard to get to where we at. I will not let you fall, sis. I'm standing right fucking next to you, and don't you forget that shit. I love you, and I miss you. I'm so happy you jumped on here. It's good to see you. Stop shaking, he says. Stop shaking. Don't be scared of me. It's really good to see you. I miss you. Tell everybody I said hi. They probably won't believe that you spoke to me, but tell everybody that I said hey. He says you need to find a way to back away from the family a little bit more, so that way you can do you. You got your hands in a lot of pots trying to help out too many people. Back up a little bit. Still got the same old problems. Trying to be everybody's savior. Come and save yourself, baby. Thank you all for trusting me with you all's loved ones and with you all's energy, for jumping on and knowing that I'm going to be in you all's business the way that I am. Tanisha, your brother is saying, find a way to ground yourself. Find a way, since he, collectively I've been using you all's loved ones to make sure that the days haven't got cold. If you all notice, normally it would be freezing. Right now we're in November, and that's for anywhere. It's not freezing. Everybody is getting nice days. That's intentional. I said that so that way you all can still get outside to do grounding work. Step outside, breathe in fresh air, put your feet in the grass, Let go of your negative feelings. Talk about it, and I promise you, it soaks into the soil, and they replant it and make something beautiful out of all of your fears, all of your worries, all of your doubts, all of that. Let the sun soak it up and take it from you and make it a light. Turn your fears into light. Turn your dark into light, and it's just going outside. It can be by yourself. Put your headphones on. Sit and read a book. I don't care what you do. Walk around with a friend, by yourself, anything. Exchange energy with positive people that you know that you can talk and they can talk to you. It's an exchange of a conversation, not a one-sided conversation. I'm trying to still give you all nice days so that you can still have that closeness that y'all swore that y'all needed when the damn corona started, because everybody was whining about it. Oh, I can't see nobody, can't see nobody. Now y'all can see somebody and y'all don't want to. Not the right way. Not to find yourselves out. Not to connect on this journey that everybody keeps saying that they own, when really they just want to do spell work and get things just this quick. That's some bullshit. Hey, Brett. Somebody is saying shit or get off the pot. Make a decision. This back and forth is not okay, and you know it. What do you really want, Brittany? That's all around. Pick a side, because you're wasting time. Yours, mainly. That's how it works. Don't waste your time. Pick a side. What you gonna do? They love you. That's your dad. Christina says check in on Jessica a lot more. She about to cry, so whatever it is, it feel real heavy to her, but I'm sorry, y'all. Part of my challenge is that they show up and then they just put, it's them. That's my cousin's sister crying. It's not me. I know it looks like me, but that's just kind of how it works. She's saying check on him. Like a whole lot. And she's saying that it sucks because, you know, because you need people to check on you right now, but she really needs you to be there for Jessica right now. She says, I'm sorry, I'm asking you to be selfless once again, and I know everybody is always tugging at Brittany, but I really need you to show up right now. Right now, for my sister, it really is really going to matter for her boys in the long run. And she won't listen to nobody but you. She says she knows that you've tried, but like really keep trying, because she's shutting people down right now, and it's, I don't know, she just keeps saying that she's scared, so just keep an eye. Sorry, Jessica, for putting your business out. If you go back and watch this live, I didn't say that. That was Christina. Sorry. That's the way channeling works. If nobody's ever seen anybody do it, that's how it comes through. Like when your people talk to you, they talk to you directly. However they feel, it comes out. So if they're angry, I'm yelling. If they're upset, then you see tears flow down my face. And it's not my tears. As you can see me go right back to being me. Those tears were my cousins. So, sorry. Well, feels like I'm not going to get to collective energy. I'm just picking up the energy of the people who is in here. So if you have a question or you want to whatever, just like kind of make yourself known. It seems like people just want to say hi today. Tanisha, your brother is saying you really have to do the work. He says, I don't want to feel like I was standing with you all this time. Because you got a gang around you. Like a whole angel gang. When people say angel gang, like, bruh, you are ganged down. Like, you've lost a lot of people. And, they don't want to feel like they was doing all this work for you to be scared to make the change. So, you are making me really ugly on Facebook right now, and that's not cool, but okay. He keeps saying she's so scared, she's so scared, she's so scared, she's so scared. Your grandma on your mom's side is saying you have her fight, so just use it. You have it to stand strong and be graceful. So just use that. Pull from her. Mind you, I channel people that are dead and alive. So she's saying you have her fight. Just use that. She keeps trying to show you, but you keep shutting it down. They said you don't take authority very well. Brittany, your something good is that when you make your decision, that'll be your result. You have a win-win outcome, but you need to make a decision. What do you want? Your grandma doesn't show up. She says too many people in your family have not let her go, so she doesn't show up as passed on. Her loss still tugs at everybody every day, all the time, so she doesn't show up as gone. She shows up as alive because y'all won't let her go. Like, she's not resting in peace because y'all won't let it go. When people show up very lively like that, that means the family hasn't let them go, and that means that they're not resting in peace. They can't do what they wanted to do because they're still here taking care of you all so much. Y'all miss them that much. They keep saying in regards to you, if you want love, what kind of love? What does love look like for you? Who does it look like for you? Where does it look like it is for you? Jackson, what job are you either thinking of applying for, just applied for, or whatever, because you got it coming in? That's going to be your first change. It's going to be a new job. So if you haven't already got it, whatever you're thinking about going out for, go ahead and do that. Brittany, you need to make a decision about you. Literally. All of them. You haven't made any. You've broken things down into groups. It's like, if you were going to build a house, it's like, I got 6 different models of kitchens of like what I think I might want, but you haven't made a decision. So it's like you've built a perfect this, but you haven't made a decision on if you're going to go after it. I know what my perfect house looks like. I haven't made a decision on what like you built the house, but you haven't made decisions on how you want anything. You've done the groundwork. That's why you're so upset, because you're like, I feel like I'm doing all of this shit and nothing is coming in. It's not coming in because you're not making decisions. Do you want marble floors? Do you want a countertop? Do you want a lawn sink? Do you want a farm sink? Do you want a double sink? Do you want a gas stove? You're not making decisions about anything. And I don't want to put your business out there, but when it comes to like your personal relationship, job-wise, anything that you're going after, you're not making decisions. You're saying things, you're not fully focusing and putting your attention on, and then you keep saying, well, I'm done with this, and then you go back. Even with people. Work, relationship, anything. It's like you can't say something and then take it right back. Yeah. No. He said, would you have left yours, Tanisha? That's crazy. Out of all times you listened to me, you actually fucking heard me then. That's why that's the only reason that I wanted to show up. I really owe you a thank you, but I really wanted you to tell you to stop being scared. My thank you is what you're walking into. When you stop being scared to change, that was going to be my thank you to you. No, I know you wouldn't have. Thank you for doing that. But my thank you really I really want it to be what you're walking into. I just need you to stop being so scared. He says the reason that he had you take the kids was one to show you it was to empower you, to show you that you do have a really big heart. We were tough. We had to be. You still are. But you have a really big heart too. That's for everybody to see, not just selective people. Just got to know how to control it and how to manage it to say who gets in for all parts of it. What's up, Scoop? Sorry, y'all. My son, it will just be in underwear if he runs across this screen.
Mom, can I open it?
Can I open this?
Yeah.
Sure. Sure. Maybe I can't open this now.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Take it.
Yep. Go ahead with yourself. Can you shut the door, please?
Wait.
Yeah, it is red. You're right. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so I guess since everybody jumped in and got a message, I will just say, you want to come with me? That's what these cards and these cards are. So let's get you some positive, Jackson. Okay. Jackson, I now create a wonderful new job. I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position using my creative talents and abilities, working for and with people I love in a wonderful location and earning good money. Did I not just tell you that you got a fucking job coming, honey? If you have not got the job already, baby, you have a whole fucking job coming. You said give you some, that's the most I can give you. I'm deeply fulfilled in all that I do. Each moment of the day is special to me as I follow my higher instinct and listen to my heart. I am at peace with my world and affairs. Like, quite literally, baby, you have a whole job coming. But that is you. If you feel like that, if you feel like all you have is you and your daughter, you're deeply fulfilled in what you have and what you do. Even if you feel like, oh, I'm just a mama who just does this, that's fine. Find a level of fulfillment in that so that way you can move on to the next stage. Because if you keep downing yourself for the stage that you at, you're not going to move on to the next one because you feel like you're stuck in a rut. How can you get out of the rut if you keep being down about it? People keep saying they're depressed, and that's fine. And, well, nobody reaches out to me, but you want us to encourage you more than you encourage you, and that's not possible because we still have to encourage ourselves, baby. I'm all for helping somebody do the work, but you have to be willing to help me meet you. My future is glorious. This card is for Brittany. I now live in limitless love and light and joy. All is well in my world. All they waiting on you to do is make a decision. All is well in your world. Brittany, you have manifested the life that you have wanted. They just want you to make final decisions and sign off on it. Make final decisions and sign off on it. What kind of windows do you want for that house? What kind of you got to make your final decisions. Who do you want to be around you? Tanisha, you got I am willing to change. I am willing to release old negative beliefs. They are only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. Brittany, that card was for you too. I accept my uniqueness. This is period for everybody. I accept my uniqueness. There is no competition or comparison, for we are all different and meant to be that way. I am special and wonderful. I love myself. Y'all have to forgive yourselves. Remember, you played a part in anything that has happened to you. And if you didn't, remember that was those people's problems. If something happened to you beyond your control, that's that person's issue. Sorry that it affected you. Find a way to figure out that had nothing to do with me. Like, JT, this ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't really know how to explain it. And I know that sounds easier said than done. But, like, where's your backpack? In the living room. I know that sounds easier said than done, but remember, other people are fighting their own demons and walking their own paths too. Sorry y'all came across paths and they happen to hurt you when y'all crossed, but like they're on their own shit too. Sorry they didn't know how to handle you because they had been mishandled in the past. Not to say that hurt people, it's just learned behavior. And if you don't know how to handle something good, you're definitely going to mishandle it when it gets to you. And sometimes people ain't as good to people as you think that you are. Go back and then ask some of these past relationships and friendships, like, why did we stop talking? You will realize, like, damn, I didn't even know I hurt you like that. Sometimes it's important to ask that shit. Like, oh, really? I didn't even think. They'd be like, girl, remember the summer of 8 when you said this, and that, and you was like this, and that, and then after that, you'd be like, damn, I didn't even think. Like, they had been tallying up shit that you had been saying and was willing to walk away. Like, I don't really need her as a friend. So sometimes you weren't as great of a friend as you thought, or a lover as you thought, you know, relationship-wise. You got to take ownership in it, too. Y'all fell out, but it wasn't just them. Take your part. That goes in any relationship. When your parents, aunts, cousins, friends, work, Mr. So-and-so ain't just constantly getting on you for no reason. Like, you know, like, yeah, bitch, I've been late off and on the last 2 months. Yeah, he kind of fed up with my shit. He's always saying something. Nah, bitch, you always late. Take ownership in it. He's just saying, no, it's you. It's you too. Y'all got to own it. Because if you don't, then you can't get the good in, because then it means you haven't learned those past lessons. I don't even know where to start. All of these dang on cards done flipped out.
I give you my backpack.
It's right behind your box. In there.
What?
Yeah, in the living room. I'm sorry, y'all. Here we go. My thoughts are creative. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. That's a part of telling people that it's time to leave your club. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. That's how that works. You gotta go. Like, you gotta get rid of the old to literally let anything new come in. Like I said, most of y'all trying to still let people into y'all's club, and the fire marshal been outside trying to shut y'all down. You're at capacity, baby. You can't let nobody else into your heart. You ain't let the people who done hurt you go. They still taking up space. 98. 2002, whatever, it doesn't matter. Y'all still, you can't fit nothing else in there. You're at capacity. Fire marshal is ready to shut you down. Zaire, can you please shut that door? I appreciate you. I am safe is the only change. I cross all bridges with joy and ease. The old unfolds into wonderful new experiences. My life gets better with time. So when you let things go, in time, all the things that you were manifesting, they actually get a chance to come in because you let the other things go. Like, quite literally. You've already, the thing of it is that y'all hold on to those things, but the very first line of this is, I crossed those bridges. You can't go back. So the fact that you still living in 2002, I'm sorry, Lord. Wale is forever texting at the wrong time. I don't know if I told y'all, but I'm dating Wale. It's been like 6 months, whatever. But anyhow, that's literally what it is. You've already crossed the bridges. Why are you still trying to run back across them? It hurt you. You were there. You keep dwelling in it. That doesn't even make any sense. How are good things supposed to come in if you keep running back across the same bridges that you've already crossed? Burn them motherfuckers. Like, why you want to run back? Don't give it an option to run back. Burn them. That's how it works. That's why people say, I love the fresh smell of a bitch burning a bridge with me in the morning. That's what you need to do. Bitch, burn it up. My life is a mirror. The people in my life are really mirrors of me. This affords me the opportunity to grow and to change. So if you don't like the people around you, change the people around you. And if you don't like who you are with those people, stop hanging with those people. Literally. Even if you feel like they're just pulling from you emotionally, mentally. Like, damn, every time I'm with this bitch, I get a headache. I can't be hanging with her. Stop hanging with her. Literally. She's angry. You can feel it. I don't want to be with you. Every time I see you, you got a problem. This person, that person, whatever. Stop. Ain't no reason to hang out with people. Zaire, please shut that door. Thank you. That's literally how it goes. If you want to grow and change, if you realize you've outgrown those people, literally leave them. You wouldn't keep trying to put your fucking foot in a pair of shoes you couldn't fit. If your shit gonna come out like this, you're not gonna keep trying to force your foot in that shoe. So if you've outgrown it, you know, you either want to pass them on to somebody else. Let those friends go. They need to go and meet other people that's own what they own. Let them go. Don't feel like you just dumped them in the trash. You ain't got to throw them away. Feel like you letting them go off into the world to find people who are more like them. You're holding them back. Y'all holding each other back. Y'all not on the same wave. That's why y'all can fall out and then come back, and I don't really feel it. That's why. It just don't make no sense. Life is simple and easy. All that I need to know at any given moment is revealed to me. I trust myself and I trust life. All is well. This is about intuition. Literally just trusting your gut and then speaking it once you find it. Like, I trust my gut, and then I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. Gracefully. Gracefully. I'm going to tell you nicely. I'm not really feeling that. Most of y'all, whatever is the first thing that pops into your head, like the first thing that happens when you panic, whatever pops into your head, give yourself a whole 10 seconds to think that thought fully through and then see how it would pan out. Most of us can do it because half of us is parents, and you can see how that's going to move going forward. If that's what it is, go with that. Speak on it. That's exactly how I feel. This is what I want to do. I know exactly what I want to do. But half of y'all don't trust yourselves, and then you get into a relationship and then ask somebody to trust you. Why? You don't trust you, and you want me to put my what? My life, my finances, my stability, my mental, my everything into your hands when you don't trust you with yours. Fuck out of here. I'm a fool. I ain't crazy. Everything I touch is a success. I now establish a new awareness of success. I know I can be as successful as I make up my mind to be. I move into the winning circle. Golden opportunities are everywhere for me. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. And this is a part of me saying that half of y'all got money making ideas that y'all ain't using. I haven't had a job in over a year, and I haven't been broke. I do hair. I make costumes. I do crafty things. I do tarot. All kinds of stuff. People call me and pay me to do all kinds of crazy shit for no reason. Hey, she's the person that I know. If she can come up with that idea. I need a concept for this party. I need a theme for this. Can you draw up this? Can you any of things? People pay me for all kinds of stuff. Most of y'all are sitting on money making ideas and then scared to make money off of them, and then complaining about a 9-to-5 that you keep clocking into. Y'all keep looking as, oh, I lost that job. You didn't lose the job. It wasn't yours. It would probably belong to somebody else, so they had you move right along so somebody else who was actually supposed to be there can get there. You're supposed to be figuring out what your success is. Stop thinking that things are happening to y'all and start noticing that they are happening for you. If half the time when you didn't do it or it didn't go right, it was for a reason. Because then no sooner than that, something good comes right, and you be like, damn, I thought that was going to happen for me. It ain't happened, but hell, I got this anyway. That's even better. That's literally how it usually works. It didn't do it because something even better that was really supposed to be for you swooped right on in there. I'm not sure who this card is for, but it says, I am at peace with my sexuality. I rejoice in my sexuality and in my own body. My body is perfect for me in this lifetime. I embrace myself with love and compassion. And I think that's just about literally accepting yourself just totally. Doesn't matter what somebody else is thinking, who you're attracted to, what tickles your fancy, why or how. It's your business. Y'all need to stop worried about other people's business and stop being worried about what other people think about y'all. Loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. So you don't find a reason to say something nasty to somebody when you're already secure within yourself. My heart is open to allow my love to flow freely. I love myself and I love others that love me. It's literally being able to look at somebody and say, I'm cool on your energy, or oh, when they want to give you a backhanded compliment, I know what you meant to say, but that's okay anyway. You're having a bad day. Like, be able to tell them that. Girl, you having a bad day, that's cool. I won't let it affect me. I love myself enough to know that you're having a bad day, so you're not going to make me feel ugly. You're not going to make me feel like I did something wrong. You're not going to make me feel guiltful or hurtful or shameful. I love me enough to know that your projections ain't going to bother me. And if you love me enough, you'll say you having a bad day and don't even want to bring that shit around me. My income is constantly increasing. I begin now, today, to open myself to ever-increasing prosperity, which is what everybody keeps saying that they want. Everybody just keeps wanting money, 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 money. And like everybody can have it. They put this card in reverse and keep saying that everybody can have money, but money is the least of you all's worries. Most of y'all barely got a heart. Literally. Most of you all barely have a heart. It's so close. Like when Omarion said I got an icebox where it literally, like, and a nigga out there with a blowtorch can't melt that shit fast enough. It's not gonna happen. You worried about money and y'all don't have no hearts. You want money? Love brings it in. Love yourself enough to know that you manifest the money for the right reasons and not the showboat. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've been having kids since I was 19. I've been the brokest person that I've known for a really long time. Like a really long time. And my kids' fathers, they have nice jobs. They can buy the game systems and the great shoes and all of this. My kids wouldn't go nowhere but with me. You know why? Because I love them that much. I love them enough that took the time to get to know them and not buy them. My kids ain't never been wanting for anything. No. I mean, never needing for anything. Have they wanted things? Yeah. But have they ever needed for nothing? No. And they value the things that they have because they need them. And they respect the things that they want when they get them. Most of you out as adults don't even do that. And I have a 16-year-old and a 13-year-old in the other room that can. And us as 30-year-olds, y'all can't. That's an issue. Y'all work hard to get something just to treat it like shit. Y'all drive y'all cars into the ground and then you complain about the car note that you're paying on it. You know how to maintenance your car. You just don't. And when you do get money, you spend it on bags and shoes and trips and trying to make your kids fancy and all other things instead of putting it into the things you really needed to, which was maintenance on your car. But you took that vacation and you posted pics and you was on the gram and you was, what y'all be doing when y'all out? That's what y'all look like. Because that's all everybody do. Y'all be laughing at me when I'm at the club and I'm getting it, but I don't want to look like y'all. I don't want to do this. I came to the club to get it. If I'm not going to shake nothing, ain't no reason to be there. Y'all really just, I don't know. It's hard to explain about tuning other people out. Me walking into this gift was my lesson on me tuning other people out. I had my kids with me when I was meeting complete strangers, walking up to complete strangers in the store, just like I was telling you all, hey, your brother says this, or your cousin said that, or you just had a cat that passed on that says, you were the best owner that they had, thank you for getting them from this pound, and then, this happened, and you nurtured them through this and that. Like, I was literally walking up to complete strangers, and like, did my immediate family believe me? No. Most of them thought that I was crazy. Half of them probably still do. But the thing of it was that those perfect strangers were in tears, like you all was. Oh my God, I can't believe that. Hey, I've never met this girl before. Hey, man, I'm over 800 miles away. I know she don't know me. How does she know this? I don't have time to, there's no way for me to do this live and look at all the people and see who you've lost or what you've been. I can't do that. There's not that much time in a day, honey. I got 3 kids. When you showed up, your energy showed up and your people showed up and I gave you the message that came. That's it. But I realized the thing about it wasn't it proving it to them. It was believing it enough for myself and then making sure that my kids knew that I was not crazy. Those was the only people that mattered because those was the only people that was going with me on my journey. Some of y'all are trying to convince people that y'all doing things that they ain't even coming with you. So why the fuck does it matter? You're not coming. You don't, oh, I get it. You don't see my vision, bitch, because you're not at the finish line with me. When I open that door, you're not going to be there. I get it now. It is time to leave you. I got to love you from a distance. You want to kick it, birthdays, whatever, my kids, your kids. You ain't got to completely pull back, but know when you can give those people that energy. If somebody don't believe in you, it's for a reason. Why would you want somebody hanging around you that always want to say, you really gonna do it, girl? You think you can, she thinks she can do. No, bitch, it's not that I think that I can. I know I can. And since you don't believe that I can, I really don't need you around me. Some of y'all need to really listen to what y'all's friends are saying. Because a lot of the times they not y'all friends and they not encouraging y'all. It just sounds like encouragement because y'all use this slang terminology and she's a this and that. Listen to what she's really saying. Because I promise you, most of the time, they're not words of encouragement. People aren't wishing you well. And for a bitch that's always willing to know, well, how did things work out with you and so-and-so? Are y'all still beefing? She just wants to keep making sure that you're hurt and you're down. You still fighting with your mama? Bitch, I wasn't even thinking about me and my mama. That shit was 2 weeks ago. Why would you come up to me and still be worried about it? Why is that weighing heavier on you than it was on me? Oh, you just still want me to be down. Notice when people are still talking down on you and bringing negative energy around you that you ain't even spoke of. You bringing up shit from 3-4 days ago that I ain't even mentioned. It was for a reason I didn't talk to you about it. Probably because it's over with. Why are you trying to trigger me? Why you want to see me break down? If I just told you some shit like that upset me. If you see me living in our best days, we at the mall, bitch, we done got lattes, we got our nails done, we kicking it. You want to hit me with some heavy shit. Why would you take me there? Does this sound like a heart-to-heart? That's not, I didn't bring it up. If I didn't bring it up, why would you? If I didn't hit you with, remember that shit I was telling you with the other day about my mama? I really don't need you to hit me with it. Think about when people are trying to drag y'all down, even emotionally, mentally, because it weighs on you, on your body and energetically, and then you can't give to the people around you that you're actually supposed to be giving to, i.e. yourself, your kids, your spouses. If you really love your job, you know, you like who you work for, you don't give your employee 100% when you walk in with 1,000 other things on your mind. I'm so sorry if you are having a hard time hearing me. I know his tablet is loud. But that's literally how it works. Yeah. See, I walked away from a lot of people, cousins, everything. Cousins, sisters, moms, fathers, whatever. Like, in order for peace of mind for me, I had to do that. And people need to know that respect is not earned. It's reciprocated. You can't earn nothing but money. That's the only thing you can get. Money. You work for money. You don't work for nothing else. If you got to earn somebody's respect, that's a little too much work. You should respect me right off the rip because you would expect me to be giving it to you when I walked up to you and be expecting me to talk down on you, not knowing you or knowing you. The respect is matched like everything else. You only earn money. I encourage you all to stop trying to use spell work, candle magic, or anything of the such for you all's manifestations. They do not work, and when you do get them, they only last for a short amount of time, 2 to 3 months at the max. Some of you all can pull it for 6 months, and that's because you're constantly doing it as a ritual, like every week or every other whatever. But like you all, the manifestations don't hold because you all haven't done the actual inside work to move on and heal. That's how it works. It's like whatever you skip, you got to go back to later. You might have, it's like getting the test in front of you and saying, okay, I'm going to just go through and do the ones that I know, and then I'm going to take the time to go back and do the ones that I don't. Y'all got to go back and do the ones that y'all don't. And some of y'all didn't realize y'all skipped the whole front page. Y'all only knew the answers for the back page. Sorry to say that the back page only had 10 questions on it and the front one had like 60. Some of y'all going way back. Y'all skipped a lot of things. I was one of those people, so I'm sitting here talking to y'all like I wasn't. I hope y'all don't think that I wasn't one of those people. Abusive relationships, been in them. All of that. You name it, like I told y'all, I was a walking Lifetime movie. If you name it, it's happened to me too. I'm literally just trying to help y'all do the work because that shit really works. Half of y'all got gifts that y'all don't even know that y'all have because y'all are afraid to do the work. Can't nothing. What can hurt you from letting go of something that already hurt you? Think about that. What can hurt you from letting go of something that already hurt you? Most of y'all wanna introduce yourselves to new people as y'all's traumas, but you're more than the traumas that it took you to get here. If you think about it, all of us was born into a tragedy. Our greats, we were all born into slavery. All of us was born into a tragedy with a sad song, and everybody's sad song was just passed on until you started singing your own. We were all born into tragedy, okay? But we're more than the tragedy that it took us to get here. I need classes. Somebody else keeps telling me that. Okay, so let me tell you this real quick. Naraya, I hope I'm saying your name right. If not, I'll just call you Ari. Someone else told me that. I am so new at all this social media stuff. Like, y'all have no idea. The first couple times that I was doing this, I don't know if y'all can see, but like I was physically shaking. I'm just now getting comfortable with myself, with seeing myself, with hearing myself, with any of this. So it is all a growing process. So if you know how to help me start a class, or you know people who would be willing to join, please help me. I'm literally willing to take all the help that you all are willing to give. Whatever information you are willing to accept, I'm willing to give. I promise. And for those of you all who don't know, my official title is Mother Earth. So technically everybody in the whole universe is y'all my kids. I know it sounds weird, little video me got all of y'all, but that's how it works. So like for people who have known Gaia, or you've looked up Lilith, or Mother Earth and herself, like that's me. That's my official title. That's who I am. The first card that you all got out is write a love letter to yourself. Take a moment to write yourself a love letter. Write about all the things you love about yourself and go into grave detail. Caress yourself with the words. When you feel loving and accepting good feelings, the stress based on the feelings of fear will vanish. The body will react to the good thoughts and produce hormones, which in turn will erase stress hormones from your body. You all have to do that. Brittany, you asked me why. Ashley, you are always crazy. Brittany was the cousin that I was telling you all about the other day on my live, that I had to remind her that she was a firefighter and a hairdresser and a counselor and a school teacher and a crossing guard and a police officer and a mechanic. Like, she's 100 million things. Girl, I had to remind her that she had 1,000 jobs. She was a fool. She forgot she had 1,000 talents. She forgot to be getting paid for them all. That was all. She was the one that reminded me. Yes, you do a million things well. Write a love letter to yourself. Girl, you've been keeping yourself and some kids alive for a very long time. Y'all also got hug, touch, or be gentle. Hug and touch other people as often as possible. If not physically, to be gentle to others with words and actions. Bring gentleness and concentration to your speech. Ask people how they are and actually listen. And sprinkle good words and encouraging words onto your sentences. Physical touch and touching words produce oxytocin, which reduces stress, anxiety, and fear. The basic elements of stress. All you all need to... I'm sorry, Brittany, I had to tell them that I did. I had to tell you that. Girl, you forgot. But that's really what it does. That's why I asked y'all to get outside with people. Be gentle. When you outside, say good things on yourself. Watch how y'all are speaking on yourselves. That's why I give random ass people compliments. I can look at you and tell when you don't give yourself compliments and you're not surrounding yourself with people who give you compliments. That's why I say, hey girl, you look good today. Okay, Miss Cute. Okay, eyeshadow. Ooh, I love you. I compliment people down to their frames of glasses, and it's probably just because I've been wearing glasses since glasses were invented. And so people's frames, I noticed that down to little kids, 3-year-olds. Hey, sweetie, I love your frames. Those are super cute. Oh, thank you. You never realize somebody's day that you are brightening up just by that. And it's even little people. Take knowledge of little people. If y'all have not listened to what?
I'm playing basketball.
Okay, go ask Kayla if you can play basketball in her game. Thank you. Down to little people. If you all have not listened to Alicia Keys' new album, I encourage everybody to go do that. For those of you all who are wanting to be or open yourselves to a different way of thinking for this spiritual journey, that is very eye-opening and enlightening. For girls who are getting out of ugly relationships, Brandy's B7. For the girls who are 30 and up, or 25, or 25-ish and up, I would say Brandy's B7, Janae Aiko's Chilambo. Those albums would be very helpful. For the girls who are 25 and under, SZA's Control album, they will literally get you through that heartbreak to like see yourself differently. She literally helps you build yourself back up. She takes you through her whole journey, and I promise you, all of us done went through it. But those albums are literally life-changing, eye-opening, awakening, so that way you can feel better about yourself. They can literally walk you through this. Imagine You're a Bird was the next card you all got out. Close your eyes. Imagine you have wings and the ability to fly. A bird, if you will. Take your wings and fly off. See your situation from above, the same situation you just left. Let the wind underneath your wings soar free across the sky. Feel freedom and the wind. Pay attention to other feelings you may have. Do this for about 5 to 10 minutes. Stress creates anxiety, which narrows your point of view. Things seem slush and stuffed into a small box. Giving your mind air, freedom, looseness, and a new perspective, the mind and the body gets rest. You might get new ideas and new perspectives. And that's just looking at things from, like when people say, just kind of take a step back and see the bigger picture. So maybe you're just focused on just this one thing. Like people keep saying, this is happening to me. Hold on, you all. I'm so sorry. But his tablet is about to drive me nuts. When they say take a step back and look at the bigger picture, when everybody keeps says, man, why is this happening to me? It's not. And half the things that are happening to you are very small in a grand scheme of things. That's why I always tell people, don't compare your story. When people is telling you something, you be like, girl, you would never believe what just happened to me. And then before they can get halfway through their story, yeah, because that's just like what. Don't compare your story to theirs. Don't. You never know if that was that person's breaking point. You don't know what happened to them before this happened to see if that was just going to completely wipe them out. They could have been coming to you just for a listening ear, and since you shut them down, they didn't finish, follow, never speak about it again. They suppressed those feelings because they didn't have that. Stop comparing stories. Well, that ain't nothing. Let me tell you what happened to me. It is something. Everybody's is something. All feelings are valid. It happened to them. It didn't happen to you. And you don't know, like I said, you don't know what tragedy they were born into or how it's affecting them. So stop canceling people's stories out. Y'all do that and don't even be aware of it. That's a problem. Sorry. I know. I'm harsh with words. I try. I'm trying. Y'all keeping all of these. I'm sorry. Again, thank yourself for what you're good at. You all get this card every single time I touch this deck. Write down all the things you are impeccable at. All the things you've heard from your friends, plus all the things you think yourself that you know how to do and that you are very good at. They can be big and meaningful or small and almost invisible. When you are finished with your list, thank yourself for acquiring and keeping all that skill. Gratefulness adds to positive reactions in our body. Helps you become more present and diminishes the feelings of stress. So that's what I do that all the time. Girl, when you get dressed and you cute, you be like, damn, I did that. Look, my hair done came together. Girl, I'm cute today. For you all who wear makeup, thank yourself for actually taking the time. Hell, them YouTube tutorials are not easy to follow to figure out how to put all that shit on your face. Trust me, I've tried it. I admire y'all because I can't do that stuff. I know y'all say my style be dope. I just literally be throwing on anything and it don't matter to me. I throw on what I want to. And I walk out the door. I didn't ask you to wear it, so I don't care if you like it. I didn't buy it for you. I bought it for me. If it makes you uncomfortable, it's personal. I really don't know what else to tell you. Y'all gotta learn how to walk for y'all. But you thought I was thinking about you and I'm running to the store to feed my kids. You worried about my shoes? If your shoes is dusty. Yeah, great. I still got kids at home to feed and I'm just running up here and running back. Who am I trying to impress in this 36 seconds I'm about to be in and out of the store? Get a life is what you need to do. Find some time for yourself. That's what I be telling people. You need to find some time for yourself because you're too focused on me. Anyway, that's another topic for another day. I can wrap this live up. I've actually been on here for a while. I didn't really plan to be on here this long. I'm gonna wrap it up. The last card is pay attention to your... Hey. You have an uncle. Ari, you have an uncle on your father's side. He's saying your dad mentally is going through something. I don't know. Sorry. It says pay attention to your thoughts. Close your eyes. Think of your thoughts as a movie that you are watching. The movie is on a big screen. You can see it, but you just have no control over it. Sit there with your popcorn and drink and watch the motion picture for about 5 to 10 minutes. Doing this exercise will reduce the negative stress and reactions in your body. Play things out. Actually sit there and just watch how things are playing out. Don't react sometimes. Just sit there and just kind of watch it play out before you jump up and say anything. Yeah, don't let him mentally get down on himself because let him know that mental stress, it wears on the body, which means that can cause another stroke. So don't let him mentally scare himself into another stroke, is what he's saying. Because he's freaked out right now. Don't let him freak out because it stresses on the body. You don't want to stress him. Tell him the last thing he wants to do is put more stress on the body. Hell, that's where the stroke came from. Tell him don't be afraid of himself. He's okay. Their mother, my dad's mother, is in the hospital. She's dying. Yeah, but she's made peace with it. She's scared more for you all. She's more scared for you all because y'all scared to let her go. She's made peace. Y'all don't realize how some people hold on for the family because they know that they would break without them. It's a hurtful feeling. I've watched somebody do that, and it sucks to know that they're hanging in when they would rather let go because they know the family is not strong enough to do it without them, so they suffer in silence. And they let y'all show up and, hey, mama, and hey, granny, and hey, so-and-so, and they really just ready to go. But they know that y'all not ready, so they hang in there. Some of them do it for years. Most of this is literally just about letting go of past thoughts. Oh, literally. I said letting go, and look, I cut the deck. There it is. Let go. Close your eyes and breathe normally. Every time you breathe out, imagine blowing out tightness and bad feelings, stress, and tension in your body. With every breath out, something bad and not serving you leaves your body. If you want, you can imagine a color of things breathing out. For example, black or gray. Do this exercise for 5 to 10 minutes. Breathing calms you down, and the exercise will make you feel lighter. I don't know. Yeah, I cut the deck, and then there it was, so. I told her I can talk to her either side. Yeah, you can. You can talk to her on either side. Her kids don't, no. It's a hurtful thing to try to let somebody go. And I've never lost anybody, so I don't know what that feels like. I know that's really weird. The person who's never lost anybody literally gets the gift to channel all of you all's loved ones, but I've never lost anyone. Please save life. What do you mean? Please, she's live. Huh? I'm sorry, I didn't get what you were saying. I don't know if I missed or something. She smells heavy, like she know. Yeah, yeah, she does. She does. You're the last person that she's worried about at all, honey. She knows you're gonna be great. She's upset. Oh, I will. I'm gonna post it. People, I'm telling you, it's the kids. And she knows that it's going to break them. It's going to break one in particular, and she's scared that breaking one is going to wipe the rest out. That's why she held on as long as she could, quite literally. She was more so upset that she had to fight that she said she's more upset that she had to fight to stay around so long, waiting on them to get it together, mentally, financially, emotionally. Like she says, it felt like they didn't do the work. They didn't see what was coming, or they just didn't care. And then like now it's here, and nobody is prepared but her and you, really. Yeah, no one's really prepared. None of them are prepared. She was like, what the fuck have y'all been doing? Like, I've literally given y'all the time to get all of this shit in order, and nobody is ready. And so that's the scary part about her. She's saying it's gonna take. She says if it takes down one, it's gonna wipe out the rest. Once the strong, she says, you know who the strong one is. She says once the strong one goes, it's literally going to wipe. She said you're gonna see them drop off like flies one by one. That's why I was trying to make them stronger before I left. They wouldn't take it. You the only person that took the strength. That's why I'm not worried about it. She says you need to sit up straight. When you're sitting, she says you've been trying to be more aware about that. Yeah, she says you need to be more aware about that. Sit up straight. Yeah, y'all the only ones that, they don't know how to make peace with that. Death is scary for them. They don't realize that you still have a way to communicate. You still know a way to connect and whatever. So for them, they feel like they losing somebody. And for you, you're like, I don't understand why y'all won't let this lady be happy. She's just trying to be happy. Like y'all would rather her be here suffering. Look, I done put this card back 3 times. They want me to read this card to you, Ari. Breathe with your diaphragm. Close your eyes and breathe normally. Which part of your lungs are you breathing with? If you're breathing with your chest, you are not using your whole breathing capacity. Chest breathing is very shallow. Put your hands on your diaphragm and feel your breathing. Sometimes your diaphragm might feel tighter than normal. If you feel tightness, keep doing this exercise for a few minutes. If you feel relaxed, keep breathing for another 5 to 10 minutes. Deep breathing relaxes the body, and focusing on your breath relaxes the mind. She says that, teach your father that. He needs to learn how to breathe so that way he's releasing that stress. That way he's not up here about it. Yeah, she says, and that's why I kept telling you to sit up straight and breathe. Learn how to really take that air in. Really. You get consumed. She says one thought. Somebody can say one thing to you, and not only will it consume your whole day, it could damn near consume your entire week, and you would be literally riddled in your head with just that one sentence that somebody said to you, and you forget to breathe about it. And it's the whole week. Whole week's done went by. You haven't breathed the whole week. It's crazy. Some of you all too focused on other folks. Y'all got to learn how to tune into y'all. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go ahead and get lunch going for my kids while they're on a school break. I love you all for joining in again. Please share the video. I noticed that people can do that. That is awesome. I would love to help as many people as possible. Again, thank you for watching, and I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow.